Hi everybody, my name is Beth and welcome to my Flosstube channel. Flosstube is a little corner of the world where we talk mostly about cross stitch. Welcome. If you're brand new, I do hope you'll hit like and subscribe below. And if you're returning, thank you so very much for being here. I really appreciate it. As you can see from my title, I am pretty excited. I am going on my very first cross stitch retreat this coming weekend, and in fact, headed out tomorrow and driving, and I am really looking forward to it. So, quick question before I get to whips and haul and all that stuff. What do you bring with you for retreats, stitching retreats? Now, I'm fortunate in this one, it's close enough that I can drive there, so I don't have to worry about airport security and everything like that. But besides some projects, what do you bring with you? I'm planning on bringing about 4 or 5 projects, just so if I get there and I'm not in the mood to stitch on a couple, I've got a variety of choices. But what other kind of tools do you bring with you? Like, I know, of course, like scissors, and definitely need to bring a needle threader and pattern keeper and a stand for patterns. But what do you bring? What's your must-have when you go on a stitching retreat? I would love to hear your thoughts on it, and I probably should have asked this one in my last video instead of the day before I'm leaving, but that's okay. We might help everybody else out in the comments with ideas on what to bring to stitching retreats. So the one I'm going to is with Barefoot Needlearts, and I am leaving tomorrow, and I will be back on Sunday. And I'm hoping I can get in a little video while I'm at the retreat as well to share with all of you. I'm pretty excited about it. My very first retreat. I actually had one scheduled 2 years ago, and then COVID hit and then ended up getting canceled. So this will be my very first one. Yay! I'm over the moon excited. And the people at Barefoot Needlearts are so very nice. I got to go to their shop once on my way home from visiting my uncle in Florida, and I made a little side trip over to Barefoot Needlearts to check out the store. And when I did that, that was before they did their expansion. So now they're double the size since I've last been there, and I cannot wait to see it. They have some terrific fabrics, so I'll probably be coming home with some rather serious haul. I'm sure I'm going to misbehave. There's no doubt about it. And I'm thinking about bringing something for the brag table, but we'll see. I haven't firmly decided yet because I guess, I'm a little iffy about there's probably going to be some absolutely gorgeous ones, and I'm thinking about just a couple small ones that I might bring with me. We'll see. But anyways, on to my whips. Whips are my works in progress, and I do have a few to show this time around. I'm going to start with the one that I've been really major focused on, although I'm giving it a little break now, and it is not coming with me to the retreat. But this is Live on Little by Plum Street Samplers. And I'll show you, this is where I'm at. So last time you saw it, I didn't have the flag done, and I finished more of the words. So yeah, this is where I'm at right now. So I finished the flag, and if anybody's working on it, they may be able to spot that I made a boo-boo on the flag, but skip it. I'm keeping it like it is. Otherwise, you might not, if you didn't know, you wouldn't notice. So I'm keeping it. So I did some more of the words. I finished up the flag and did a little bit more on the border, but not a lot. And I do enjoy this stitch. Whoop, come back here. It is a lot of fun to work on, and I am doing this on 28 count scroll by Be Stitch Me. and I'm doing it over 1. That one. Hello, Kiwi. Next one that I worked on was Kathy Barrick's Riley Harbor. Oh, it's got a little bent up in the bag. But I love this one with the clipper ships and the whale. There's even a little lobster down there and a crab. It's a very fun pattern to work on. This one is definitely coming with me to retreat because it's got nice big blocks of color, so it's easy for me to stitch and gab. There's some pieces I don't think I would bring because I'd be too afraid that I'm going to be stitching and chatting and make a mistake. But this one has some great blocks of color, and it's also fun to work on. I'm enjoying it. And I have this in a patchwork crossing bag. So I love the fact that it's a village scene and I'm stitching on a village. So last time you saw this, I had the first 2 houses, and now I'm working on more of the houses. But I do need to run to Michael's or Joann's because I realized I am missing a couple colors of the DMC. So I need to get to, I may stop at Michael's on my way out of town tomorrow. Just so I have all the colors for this. But this is also on Be Stitch Me Scroll, but this one is 18 count. And I love the colors in this. Yeah, and there's my little baby. I love that needle minder. This is a fun stitch, so this one is coming with me to my first stitching retreat. Oops. I better put the pattern back in there on picture or I'm going to lose it. The next one that I worked on, I only got in 200 stitches on this, but hey, it's still progress. And I fold this up. This is a paper pattern. This is Jane Eyre by the Primitive Hare. Another great one to work on, and this is another project that I have planned for an eventual literary cross-stitch wall, which I just love the idea of that. So this is Jane, whoops, pick that up in a minute. I am doing this on 28 count Badlands from Be Stitch Me. And last time you saw this, it's been a while. I only had part of Jane Eyre's name done, and then I did the Charlotte Bronte and started the Hare and finished Jane Eyre up at the top. And I don't know if it's showing up in the camera. There's a little bit of white lace work between Jane Eyre and Charlotte Bronte. This one might come with me. I am bringing my magnifying light with me. I've got a clip-on magnifying light. That's coming with me to the retreat so I can see this. It's 28 count over 1. And the dress is absolutely huge and big blocks of color. So if I can get down to doing this dress, that should be pretty easy stitching. And fairly quickly to get a lot done. So yeah, this one's coming with me. Badlands and Scroll are 2 of my favorite neutral fabrics that I've gotten from Be Stitch Me, and I just love them. And let me grab, sorry about that. I dropped a floss on the floor, and if I don't pick it up now, I'm going to forget that I have it. Okay. Next up is Little House Needleworks, and this is Home of a Needleworker 2. This is on a 18 count ivory is what I'm stitching it on, and this may also come with me to the stitching retreat. But I am working on the house. I am using most of the called for colors. They call for all classic colorworks. I am using a few DMC conversions, but the house itself and the door, I am using the classic colorworks. But for like the greenery and things like that, I will probably just use the DMC. But so, yeah, finished up most of the windows, started on the roof of the house. This is a very cute pattern and I really like it. And it may be a gift. I'm not sure. I've got this one, Home of a Needleworker 2, and I have the original Brown House, Home of a Needleworker. So, but I think I'm going to finish one for myself and give one away. We shall see. Yeah, this is another fun stitch. Not sure if this is going to be one of the ones that come with me. I'm leaning towards yes because it's on 18 count, so it's easy to see. I don't know what, like I said, this is a whole new thing for me of going to a stitching retreat, so I don't know quite what to expect. Like lighting. I know they did ask us to bring our own cords, so I'm planning on doing that, and I might bring a surge protector one that's got multiple outlets on it, and then I can share, because I'll really only need 2 if I'm going to use them at the same time. The next one, I am going to put a picture right here. Actually, which side? Yeah, right here. This is Ink Circles, Fire, Burn, and Cauldron Bubble. And this is one of my 13 days of stitching Halloween in October. And there's a hashtag of that. It's hashtag 13 stitches of Halloween. And it was started by Athena. And she is Stitching Goddess on Flosstube. So you can start 13 new projects, work on 13 different fall Halloween whips, work 13 days on different whips, or all the same whips, spend 13 days working on it. But yeah, the hashtag's 13 stitches of Halloween. So that's what I am working on, doing 13 days. So this one, I was looking back through my posts, and I just had the little candy cane in the corner done on it. It looks like it's been almost 2 years since I brought this out, and I don't have any good reason for it. Other than I was remembering the first time I brought this out, I made several mistakes like right in a row, and I probably just pushed it to the back of my whips out of frustration. But yeah, here's where I'm at now. So I've got 2 dragons done. The candy corn was done, and then I've added 2 dragons and a little bit more. I am doing this in the black étoile, which is this. I don't know if you can see it, because I've got it all mushed up. But yeah, it's got just a little bit of sparkle to it, and it's fun to work with. You just need to not make the strands too long. I noticed that if you make them too long, it does tend to fray a bit. So I keep them fairly short. And again, so yeah, that's where I'm at. The fabric that I'm using is 16 count. Oh no. 16 count. Oh, please. 16 count Wicked. That's this fabric. And I love it. This is also from Be Stitch Me. And I happened to win this on one of her giveaways after Friday Night Fight Night that she has on her Facebook group. So yeah, I think this is really cool, and it is perfect for this pattern. Yeah, I love it. I would love to get this again at some point and use it for something else because I really think the colors are phenomenal. And this pattern isn't very big, so it's not going to take up all that fabric. I might have enough to do a little small on it after I finish ink circles. And let's see. And the last whip that I worked on was also part of 13 Stitches of Halloween. And this is a favorite of mine. You've seen it before. If you've been on my channel before, you've seen this one. Nevermore by Lila Studio. I've seen a lot of people that are doing the 13 Stitches of Halloween are bringing this one out. It is such a fun stitch. Now I'm using all the called for colors on this, and I'm using 28 count over 1 that I hand dyed myself. I used 2 different colors to dye the fabric. I was kind of going for a grungy look, and I'm pretty happy with the way it came out. So last time you saw this, I had started the tree but hadn't finished it, and I stitched on the ground underneath here, did more of this tree and branches, and then started the raven over here. So very cool. I mean, look at the detail on that medallion, these small medallions here, the triangle border. It is just gorgeous. There is a lot of detail to this pattern, and it's really fun to work on. I love it. This might come to me with me on retreat. I'm not sure. I've got to pay attention to this one though. Although, because I started the raven, that's another big blocks of color, so that may be something that's worth thinking about to bring with me. So as far as what else I'm going to bring with me, pattern-wise for the retreat, I was thinking I would bring another literary cross-stitch. Actually, 2 literary cross-stitch ones. First one is from Sapphire Mountain Handcrafts, and it's Little Women. And just such pretty colors on this one. I'm really enjoying working on it. But I thought I'd show you where I was at with this one. I haven't worked on it since, you know, a couple of floss tubes. But it's been on my mind that I wanted to put more stitches on it. So that's where I'm at with Little Women right now. And yeah, I decided I want to bring this one with me. It is in Pattern Keeper. So this one should be fairly easy to manage. And I believe this is 18 count fabric. I think. But it's a nice light gray, but I really like working on it. It's nice and soft. And just, yeah, the colors on this are so pretty. And the last one that I'm bringing with me that's also for my planned literary wall is The Bookshelf by Little House Needleworks. I haven't worked on this in about a month, so I'm looking forward to put some stitches into it this weekend. And it's actually, the needle minder here is from Barefoot Needlearts. I don't know if you can see because I've got my needle right over it, but it's a little seahorse, wooden seahorse. Very cute. This one is on 18 count Eyre. And this is where I'm at on it so far. So yeah, that is coming with me on the retreat. Like I said, I am probably not going to work on everything that I bring, but I'd rather have a couple more options than not have enough options. And I'm driving, so I don't have to worry about, how much is in my suitcase. In fact, I'll probably be coming home with more stuff than I'm bringing, when especially with the trunk show and everything else. I think, yeah. There's definitely going to be some purchases this weekend, I am sure. So that was, sorry, those are my whips and the projects that I'm going to be bringing with me. Again, I'd love to hear what your must-haves are at a stitching retreat. And I do have a couple pieces of haul. And the first one I was enabled by Athena, who's the one who started 13 Stitches of Halloween. She is Stitching Goddess on Flosstube, and I will link her below. But one of the pieces that she's working on is Stitching Sisters by Mama Witch X Stitch on Gumroad. I'm going to link Mama Witch's shop below. And this is Stitching Sisters. And this is what it looks like. Very cute pattern. I really like that one. And then the second one that I've got was from Primitive Hare, and it is of Queen Elizabeth, and it was honoring her Platinum Jubilee. And that's this one here. I'm thinking I might take out the words Platinum Jubilee and then put in her date of birth and date of passing. Excuse me, I'm sorry. My video is starting to give me like weird little warnings here that I've never seen before. So I'm hoping this is uploading okay. But yeah, with Queen Elizabeth, I do think I may take out Platinum Jubilee and just put her date of birth and date of death on it instead. But that's not final. And it's not a huge pattern. So those two are going to be ones that I'm going to start in the new year. And I am getting up to all my planned new starts really quickly. In fact, in the next couple of weeks, I really need to start doing some organization and finish kitting up the ones that I want to start up for next year. Especially if I want to give you a parade later this year of everything I plan to start for next year for my 60th birthday. But so that's all I've got for you today. I want to thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you being here. And again, leave me comments below, and I will be sure to look at them and comment back, as I love having conversations with everybody in the comment section. Thanks so much. Take care of yourselves, everybody, and take care of each other. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.